Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Mel W Scrapping's 500, yes, 500 subscriber YouTube hop. And it is also Crystal Barrett's May I Scraplift You. So, of course, today I'm going to be scraplifting one of Mel's layouts. And I picked this layout right here. It has a cut file, one photo, and flowers and an embellishment cluster down in the bottom left. I'm going to stick pretty close to it. I will be using this photo right here, and it is a photo of my great nephew and great niece. I'm going to use that cut file that Debbie gave to me, and these two die sets, I'm only going to use the word together on the Tim Holtz one, and I'm going to make sort of a subtitle on the other, with the other one. I'm using this paper pad that I've had a long time, gilded paper. Everybody was using it on YouTube years ago, and I had to get it too. And then that surface one that Debbie gave me, and I pulled these two out. The bottom one I wanted to use, but then I seen the top one, and I thought, well, I love that little hint of green in it. So I decided maybe I could just go ahead and use the one I originally planned with the gold on it. And I'm using speckled egg, the oxide one, and I'm going to just add a little bit of green here and there so I can have my green on there and still have the gold too. I'm using my fan brush to put really small speckles of ink on there. I'm using the speckled egg again, but this time it is not the oxide because it's a little bit darker. And I'm just going to add little small speckles. My favorite set of speckles landed right where I'm going to put the picture. And I thought, oh man, those are the best ones on the whole sheet. And here it is. The picture is going to go there, but a little bit of it will show. I'm using the gilded paper pad to back the cut file. And those, a lot of them, well, well, I'm not sure. Forget I said that. I Some of them have craft on the backs, so you can have that option. And some of them have craft designs, and some of them have craft and gold design. So there is a little bit of variety in that collection. And like I said, it was super popular several years back, and I have no Michaels, and I think that's where they were getting it at, or maybe Hobby Lobby at the time. I did not have a Hobby Lobby either, and so I had to order mine online. But I made quite a few layouts with it. I can tell it's lighter than it used to be. But I plan on accenting the gold here. The gold in the background and the gold that's in the cut file. And then I'm going to add, well, that mirror gold cardstock there. I'm going to use it for the center of the flowers. And I'm going to punch out some branches with it. You're probably saying that piece of scrap isn't near big enough, but I've got more. I've got more. I decided to punch my leaves out in the wood grain. I thought it looked good on the paper, is why I did it. It was one of the scraps, and it was laying there. And so the flowers are another sheet out of the one Debbie gave me. And I almost had it as the background because of Parker's shirt there. And that is a picture their aunt took of them when Alexi came home from the hospital. She's so tiny. And so, yeah, he's so proud of his little sister still. I mean, the sun rises and sets in her, according to him. But anyway, I didn't really go with the blue after all, but there is bits of it in this paper, so it is going to show up a little bit here and there. And of course, I use that ink, and it's kind of like a light bluish green. I'm putting foam tape underneath the round circle for the center, but then I am also putting tape underneath it too. I think one of them I didn't, but I think all the rest I did. And that together came out of the Tim Holtz die, and I had it planned to put it up there in the banner for the love. But then I got to thinking I'd like my title to be Love at first sight because she's still so tiny, and he was so happy that he had a little sister. But I went ahead and put that there, and I thought, I'm not going to just leave this together laying around, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the layout. So I put it down in the bottom right hand corner. But Mel's layout has a cut file. I have a cut file. It has the photo to the bottom right and the cut file up towards the left top. And then she has flowers. I'm going to put mine in different places. She has hers at the top of her cut file. I got one on each angled side because it seemed to look better there with my heart and then that V being kind of a thick V. And I just moved my little flower on the up on the photo down because it was more of an empty space since I was going to put it on the photo, and I moved it down, and that's why I put it together there because the flower was there and it's to add to that little bit. And then there was a cluster in the bottom left, and I got out my other punch. I started just put the flowers there as a cluster, the little ones, but I decided it needed something else, so I put the big one there. I'm not going to actually put any leaves for the big one, but I am going to throw enough leaves on there that they could be for the big one. I cut out one of the big branch punches, planning on it sticking out farther. Did not pay a bit of attention. They all look kind of about the same length now that I'm looking at it through the uh, through the editing program. So of course I looked over at the layout, and yeah, they look all about the same distance out. So I didn't achieve what I wanted there, but it's okay. Um, I think, let's see, I'm looking to see what else I do. I finish off my clusters, and I'm adding the leaves right now and tucking in the small branches along with it. So I will go ahead and tuck some branches around the other flowers so they'll have some too. And then I'm going to punch out some little hearts to scatter on the layout. So while I'm doing all that, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the link to Mel's channel, and everybody that's helping her celebrate will be down there below that too. And then also you'll find the master link that Crystal Barrett created, who she is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube, so that you can watch all the ones for the May I Scraplift You. So lots of inspiration down there, lots of fun, and check everything out, and maybe you'll find a new channel or two to watch, or a scrap layout that you want to lift. So lots of fun down there. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, I am still fooling with this. And that one flower is hanging over, and I will cut it off when I take the photos because I forgot about it till then. And I thought, man, I don't want to throw these away. So I glued them into the cluster. They're like, coming in from the side of the paper. But yeah, I glued them in, and I punched out hearts with that little tiny heart punch, and I scattered them. I already did it. I already scattered them to the layout. On the right there, you'll see a piece of that flower that I cut off, the big one down in the bottom left-hand corner. And I think it ended up in 3 pieces, so I put one on each corner of this cluster. You can see it down there too, and then I put one on the other. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. And if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. Don't forget to go check out the playlist down there below and the links for Mel's Hop celebrating 500 subscribers. Have a happy scrappy week. Bye.